I like that
What do
on
you
you.
think, right?
Yeah.
Look at you.
Look at me.
You're a team girl.
Do you think they'll put me on the team?
Yes, for sure.
The puck girl.
Welcome to What's Happening Here with Lois and Diane. I'm Lois Taylor.
And I'm Diane Austin. And today we are here at the Harry Lumley Bayshore Arena meeting Greg Hoddenot from the Owen Sound Attack.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Well, thank you. I love my new shirt.
It's nice. It
Yeah.
looks really nice.
It was hard to choose. There's so many things in here.
I know.
Right?
Definitely a large array of, between our stuff and Hockey Day in Canada apparel and actually Woolies Warriors, some community apparel.
Oh, yes. That game was on Saturday night.
It was, yes.
And we won.
We did 2 in a row now, so getting back on a roll with that. And for Woolies Warriors, we've raised a lot of money for our captain's foundation. And
what's his foundation?
So his foundation's Woolies Warriors, and he partners with Diabetes Canada to do a lot of the charitable side of it, because they don't have that. But he meets with kids with diabetes, usually after games. This year's been a little tougher for that, but he does a lot of virtual through the pandemic. And just trying to send kids to D camps so they can learn how to live with diabetes as a juvenile.
And he has it himself, right?
Yeah, he was diagnosed at the age of 12, and his mom tells a great story about the time that they had a major issue with him, and it's not a great story, but it's the story of how this kind of all came to fruition, and why Mark feels it's so important to have these meetings and loves to talk to the kids, and that's what it's all about in the end. And just he's such a good person, and that's really what the organization does with players. We look for good people and it's not just about performance, it's about developing people.
Absolutely, and the attack is all about community.
For
right?
sure.
So they're out in the schools. Well, I don't know how that's been going.
So schools this year, it's been a challenge. I mean, everything community's been a bit of a challenge. Obviously, like a lot of businesses, everyone's had a downtime, and we've found ways to be involved in various things. But from a school perspective, we work with CMHA, with the Community Mental Health Association, with Jackie Ralph and her team, and we've always done this. This has always been our focus with them, and we go in and we do mental health visits with them. So this year we went virtual. So we've been doing, whether it's Teams, Zoom, whatever they send me the link for, we get a couple players on, and they talk about their challenges and how they deal with things. But then they've been playing Mental Health Jeopardy. So it's been a real interesting thing. The one thing I did learn is how they cheat. I realize now how much easier it is to cheat at these games with Siri and Alexa and all those different ones, right? I had a first school visit, all I heard was a class go, Siri, what's the blah, 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 whatever the question was. And I'm like, wait a second, that's cheating. But yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun. Our players love it, and that is something they've definitely missed this year. And we are looking forward to, the minute we can get back to the schools in person, we're there.
How far do you go?
Usually about an hour, because at the end of the day, school visits start about 9:30 in the morning, and the team's schedule is such that they practice at 2:30 every day. So the idea is they still have to eat lunch, they still have prep to do, they still have workouts, so it's working around their whole schedule. Normally we take 3 to 4 players is usually what we take, and we're looking at doing things a little different. So we're looking to target, having learned from this and that it is successful doing virtual, we're looking to use the virtual aspect next year to still go to those schools that are outside that border of where we normally have been able to go. So we're getting to a bigger reach that way, hopefully, for the following year.
There's been some benefits of COVID.
There definitely has. I think we've all learned how to do things differently and get out of that, I don't want to call it a rut. That's maybe not the right word, but sometimes get out of our comfort zone, you know what I mean? Right. And figure it out, and whether we have to or not, sometimes you just need to be pushed, right? And for us, that's definitely something we've tried to do within the business as a whole as well. So,
what is your actual role here?
So I'm the manager of marketing communications. So I like to call myself the jack of all trades. Okay. So I manage with Ray McKelvey, our business manager. I help manage the office, make all our external marketing decisions. I also work with our social media team, with our communications person and our intern, basically on all decisions. And I can run the video board. I've done, I think, almost every position in the building now since I've been here. It's that element, and I'm here doing this. So not normally my forte, but I'm here, and I love to talk attacks. So and what we do in that. So that's
you're very passionate about the team, the community. I know we're on a foundation, a special game we're doing for Hockey Fights Cancer.
Yes.
And that game is March 26th.
Correct.
Here.
So March 26th is our, I'd have to get the years. We've been partnering with Canadian Cancer Society for, it's got to be over 10 years now. And about 2 years ago, before the pandemic hit and kind of paused us there, we had done our first Hockey Fights Cancer game. And we'd done all kinds of themes. We'd actually hit every specific cancer along the way, and we were trying to figure out, what do we do? And the NHL developed a program called Hockey Fights Cancer. And so we kind of got into the foray of it a little bit, and we discovered some hurdles. But for the first time, actually, this time around, is we've got some approval from the NHL, and we're a bit of a pilot program with a couple other teams within the CHL to start to utilize some of the tools that the NHL has in their hands. And we're really looking forward to that element, that our games in the long run, the goal is that we're running a similar program to what the NHL does. I mean, we send players there, we all of those things. So why reinvent the wheel when something works really well? And we're looking forward to that game. There's definitely some things coming up. Go see Boston Pizza for the next month. They're doing a whole bunch of fundraising. There's a deal on some ribs and a chocolate dessert. I can't remember the name of it now.
Chocolate explosion.
Thank you. There we go. That's it. 10% of every one of those is going back to the game, and they're doing. They're going to be asking everyone for the month of March for a roundup. And then from inside here, you can make donations directly to our store here. Anything over $20 will get a tax receipt for the cause. We'll be doing our traditional jersey auctions. We'll be doing that online this year. We have a great partner from a league perspective called Dash. That again, we've used them before already, and we did it for Woolies Warriors. It's really successful. We'll have our normal bucket passes, and there'll be a silent auction. And Saturday night, and why I'm so excited for March 26th was Saturday night was one of the only times this year I felt normal. It's felt like we're doing what we normally do, right? I wasn't worried about all the pandemic stuff happened, but we were just doing what we normally do, and it was really exciting, and to see that in our fans. So
that's so exciting.
Yeah.
So you can donate online as well for this, because you said you can go on the website.
Yeah.
There's a link there, you can donate the money.
So if you go to our Tax Shack website, later today, I don't have it up yet. I had a couple things pop up this morning, but we'll have it up there.
Like us,
we'll have it up there. So, and there'll be a link directly on our homepage as well to get in there as well, and that'll be that'll be great. And like I said, any donation over $20, we submit that information to the Canadian Cancer Society, and they'll give you a tax receipt.
So are there still tickets available for March 26th?
Yep, there's still tickets available for all our games going forward. So all our games going forward now are on sale. You can buy them online, in person at the McVicker McComb Sutton Realty box office, or over the phone. But the March 26th, definitely tickets available. But the big thing now is, as effective today, we're at 100% capacity.
Yay!
Which is a big step back to where we were kind of at the start of the year. And we are no longer required for proof of vaccination. So the only rules going forward at this point for us is masking in the building, and we are maintaining a no re-entry policy.
Right, and that makes sense. Yeah, for sure. So can we take a look? I hear there's suites still available as well.
Yeah, so we have a couple of different suite options, and again, because it changes through the year and adapting, there's a few nights still available. So, why don't we? I'll take you up to a couple of the suites, and we can maybe see what one of them looks like, and we can talk from there.
Okay,
perfect.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Well, let's go.
Yeah. We're actually here in a box office, and I will say I never knew this was here at this end of the ice.
Yeah, so we put in, the owners worked with the city and put in these new suites. I'm going to say it's got to be about 7 years ago. They're actually one of the highest demanded areas. And what it came down from was, if you look out above, and it's one of the best views in the arena. I'm an end guy. I know, Lois, you like the side, but I'm an end. Yeah. I'm an end guy, and that comes from being a defenseman growing up. You see the whole play.
Right.
But one of the neat things was it came from a need that all our suites were leased, so we didn't have nightly rentals.
Oh.
So right now we're in our 12-person suite. So this is a 12-person spot. Rents for $950 a night. We have a few nights left this year, as we were talking about earlier. We have another area, which is the Molson Canadian Bears Den, which is probably our highest demanded area. We've got one night left there, and it holds 40 people. And then we have another spot on the other end here called Trillium Insurance Premium Seating. And what it is it's a bar rail plus a smaller suite like this. So you get the best of both worlds.
Okay.
And that one goes for about $1,200 a night. And basically included in that is all your tickets, obviously, but then on top of that, you have a bar server, and you pre-order your food, trays, pizzas. Pretty much we have a robust menu for everybody.
So the menu comes with the suite?
No, that's on top of it. You have to pay
Okay.
for your food and beverage on top of it, but we have servers who take care of you specifically. You're designated a server, and they come in and check on you. They get you your drinks. It's a really nice experience. We had a minor hockey team in the Bears Den on Saturday night, and it was insane. You get a bunch of people going. Everyone uses it differently. Birthday parties, all of those things. Whether it's a corporate, that sort of thing. The other exciting thing for us up here is, this is a great view and everything, but the food and beverage here, but plus, us being able to open these again, it is great, but we're actually opening everything again. So we've had some food and beverage going, but we're now, with this new change, we're able to, the TVs are gonna go back on the concourse. The tables, it gets back to what I had another sponsor talk to us one day when I was in at a meeting, and he explained going to an attack game as being part of a community, being part of a high school. He's like, it was like a high school reunion at the start of the year. And I can't disagree with them. You come in, everyone. My wife sits in section N, and I started working. They started sitting there, and they met this couple, older couple. They send my kids Christmas presents now. We didn't know them before that, but you become family, like everyone, and you don't get that anywhere else in junior hockey, or any level of hockey. I really think being the smallest market in the OHL, second in the CHL. There's a niche thing about it. There's a reason why we've been successful. I mean, the community, the fans, it's insane.
We sit in section V for victory, and the people beside us have been beside us forever. And she even has her own coat rack on the wall, like she's she's there to stay.
Wow,
for sure. Yeah.
I like what you said about the community, because the community here, you're absolutely right. It's family.
Oh, for sure.
No matter where you go or where you are, it's just the way we are. Yeah. So anyway, this is wonderful. We did have seasons tickets at one point, but if I wanted to buy them again, how do I do that?
So any ticket, basically two different ways. You can contact us through our website for tickets at tickets.attackhockey.com. You can also call our McVicker and Macomb Sutton Realty Attack box office at 519-371-7452. If you're looking for suite rentals, or you have a group, you want to hit extension 38 for Matt Christie. But otherwise, just hit 0 and someone will help you out. Or come to the box office. We're open Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Bayshore. The doors are now unlocked, so come on in, see us. And on game days, we're open on Saturdays and Sundays when we have games, starting Saturdays at 10 a.m. and if we have a Sunday game at noon.
And you can get these great product, that we're wearing right now at the gift shop.
Yes, the Attack Shack. And again, you can shop online there if you want as well, attackshack.attackhockey.com.
Wow. Well,
thank you so much for having us, Greg. This has been awesome.
No, thank you guys. And I really appreciate being involved.
Makes me want to come to the game.
Yeah.
A game.
For sure.
Your guest.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I'll bring you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This program is brought to you by OHL Action Pack. Looking to see tomorrow's stars today? Follow the teams and players you want to watch. OHL Action Pack is part of the Rogers Super Sports Pack.
I'm sure right now a lot of you feel like you aren't able to be who you truly are.
What's most important, more important than everybody else knowing who you are, is that you know who you are.
As a young person, time moves slower for you. And just know that things will get better.
It Gets Better Canada is a registered Canadian charity with a focus on uplifting our queer youth through the power of digital storytelling.
As a Two-Spirit person, I use they, them pronouns, but that's not the case for every Two-Spirit person.
There are so many voices out there that we didn't have 10 years ago, 20 years ago.
No matter what your mind tells you, you really are perfect the way you are, so stop beating yourself up so much. I'm gonna be a boy in a dress, because why not?
Your identity is explosive.
We all have our unique journeys, but one thing that connects us all is the desire to be happy, the desire to celebrate being our authentic selves.
Are you the type who would keep going or stop? It's not easy to stop when you have an addiction. Legalizing cannabis won't stop addiction. It trivializes its consumption. Let's be vigilant. If you need help, visit portage.ca.
Welcome back to It's Happening Here with Lois and Diane.
Today we are here at Riverside Yarns with co-owner Kathy.
Hello.
Thank you for having us. And I guess there's another owner that's
Yes.
absent right now.
Josette DeBrouwer is my childhood friend. We bought the store together.
Oh, that's nice. Are they here in town?
No, she lives 5 hours away, so she's present but not present.
Are you from here as well, or you just saw a good opportunity?
No,
in
I'm from Owen Sound, yeah.
Wow. Lois, I am looking at all the talent.
I know, right?
I don't know which end of the knitting needle to hold. And I'm amazed at what you've got here and all the skeins of wool you have, the different colors and varieties. Mm-hmm. What type of varieties do you have?
Well, we have our biggest challenge and our biggest desire is to have to be able to suit everyone who might want to take up knitting, and mostly crocheting, but we're moving into punch needle as well, which is another wonderful fiber art. And we try to have a mixture of price ranges and a mixture of fiber content, so all the way from 100% acrylic to 100% natural fiber, mixes of silk and wool or wool and alpaca. And so we work really hard to have that variety, right, for people?
Yeah, for sure. Do you have a local source as well?
Yes, we do. We love to sell some local products as much as possible. So right here, this is Meaford wool. Meaford wool is located just outside of Meaford.
Well, that
on
makes
a farm.
sense.
Yeah. And he has a herd of purebred Shetland sheep. And this is undyed Shetland so these are the colors that come off the animal.
Oh my gosh, they're beautiful.
And he adds a bit of nylon because this is a sock yarn. So for sock yarn, we like to have a bit of nylon just to give some strength. This is also from a wonderful local dyer. So we have hand dyed yarns as well. So this is undyed. This is hand dyed by Richard DeVries, the yarns of Richard DeVries, and he's based in Markdale. And he is a fabulous color person. He's really wonderful. This is sock yarn here again, but people use it for, shawls, all kinds of different things.
So if you knit with something like that, the multicolored, how does it show up?
Well, sometimes it's stripy, sometimes it's just sort of variegated in a kind of a random way.
Okay.
He's very well known for his speckles, right? So Richard does a fabulous job with the speckles. That's all done by hand, very carefully putting color into, the yarn over other colors. It's quite amazing. I don't know much about dyeing, but I am very in awe of the dyers.
So when you get the yarn, of course it's coming off the fleece off the sheep, is it already spindled and spread out and made into what we see here?
When we get it in the store, we get it either in skeins like this, so it would have come in like this.
And they would have done that then from their farm. Okay.
Or yarn, so this is a factory spun ball of yarn, right? With a superwash coating, because you can also get 100% natural fiber, but coated with a coating that allows people to put it in the dryer in the washing machine without ruining it, because if you apply heat to natural wool, it
shrinks.
Yeah. Now I wanted to show you Bonnie Perry's wool from Woolies in the Country, because she's local too, and her farm is just outside of Owen Sound. And Bonnie has her own farm animals. They're her pets. She has alpacas and Romney sheep, and she does these are hand painted, so she does everything. She just takes it to Elora to have it spun. The fleece goes to Elora, it's spun, and then it comes back and she hand paints it. So we've got some of hers here. This is summer, this is fall, spring, and winter.
Okay, with the actual winter colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's Bonnie, and we love working with her. She also has, we have some of her soap in the store too, because she also has a line of skincare and.
So you were saying this is a different type of sheep. So the different type of sheep is a different type of quality of the yarn?
Yes. So this is an alpaca and wool blend.
Okay.
This I'll show you. This is from Montreal, although it's actually the yarn is not, but the company Limani, he's based in Montreal, and this is alpaca and cotton together.
Oh, feel that.
It's organic cotton and alpaca.
Wow. Alpaca is a good.
Very soft. Yeah.
Yeah.
So really, we just have, sometimes we have silk and alpaca. This is a beautiful company from Uruguay, actually, Malabrigo.
Oh,
and they, this is a lovely, very fine lace weight yarn.
Oh my
and
goodness. And that's with silk?
That is silk and alpaca. Yeah.
So how many, so if you wanted to make a nice scarf with that, how many of those would you need?
So I think 2. Yes, this is Shauna over here, our store manager. 2 would make it. Well, actually, Shauna crocheted. Where is it, Shauna? Yeah, right up there is a. Do you see the crocheted shawl, the pink?
Yes.
That is crocheted with silk paca from Malabrigo.
Oh my goodness,
and Shauna
that's
did that.
beautiful.
Shauna crochets a lot of our store samples. She's a master crocheter.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and then
Come, Shauna, come talk to us.
So Shauna, tell me about, is this mohair?
There's a whole bunch of stuff in this one. So we'll double check the list. It's got alpaca, which is why you were drawn to it. Mohair, polyester, and the metallic fiber.
Oh, nice.
And this is a chunkier weight yarn, so it's perfect for sweaters, hats, scarves, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And of course, you'd use different yarn for blankets and and
Yeah,
baby
you wouldn't want the
blankets
shiny yarn for a blanket unless you weren't going to use it.
Well, I know of someone who's got a wool allergy.
Ah.
They couldn't use any of this. Is that correct?
Probably not. We do have a lot of, we have some acrylics for people who have a wool allergy. So we always try to have every weight in 100% acrylic.
Okay.
And we point, so like for example, this is from a Toronto supplier, Estelle Yarns. It's a yarn from the UK, but we get it through this Toronto company.
Oh, that's a lot thicker.
And it's a super bulky, but it's acrylic. So if you feel it, it feels very, very soft. But someone who's allergic to wool could use this, right? We also have cottons for people who are allergic to wool.
And then this would be like an acrylic sock yarn, so you can see how it's very fine, but it's still nice and soft.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Yeah.
And that'll make you a whole pair of socks.
Oh, good. I'm glad you get a pair of it.
Yeah, you don't need 2. Well, it depends on the company, so that's why I pointed out.
And the size of the feet.
And the size of the feet, yes, that's true.
And this is bamboo. So bamboo is another very popular
Oh, and it's a natural fiber as well.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
and it would be good for anybody with an allergy as well.
So I hear that you do classes here.
Yes, we're starting classes later this month. We're very excited. We're doing both beginner knitting and beginner crochet, at least to start.
Do you have anything pre-beginner?
Asking for a friend. Felting. You can do felting.
Felting would be good.
Or punch needle.
Your classes coming up next are full, but you're going to be offering them
More, yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. So we're going to expand to more beginner classes because we have a lot of interest, but also like next level techniques, because some people master the basics and then they want to make something a little fancier. So we'll teach them about that. The beginner class for knitting is a skills-based class. So you learn all about the different stitches, but also how to like pick up a slip stitch, or how to ladder up if you've dropped a stitch, how to block, why it's important to block, all the different yarns. You'll learn all those things.
Okay.
Even if you don't finish a project, you get so many skills you can make almost any project.
How many people in a class would there be?
Because of COVID and our space limitations, we're doing about 4 per class. So that's why.
That's nice.
Yeah, they're nice and small. That's why they filled up quickly, but that's why we're going to offer more of them as well.
Awesome.
And it gives you the attention of the instructor more easily when it's a smaller class as well.
So do you do, like someone like me who I've self-taught?
Sure.
Not very well, but making a sweater or whatever I'm making for a baby, or, you know, the booties. And
yeah.
If I came to you and I said, help.
So we are hoping to offer project support as well.
Okay.
That's something that we're opening up now that COVID allows us to, like the regulations allow us to offer something like this. We will be offering project support exactly like that.
So can she just drop it off?
I'll pay you.
That's a different business.
Darn.
How would our viewers get in touch with you if they...
All right, so we have the store, of course, and we're right beside Becker's Shoes. So that's what we tell everybody, beside Becker's Shoes. That's where we're located in downtown Owen Sound. We have a web store. It's riversideyarns.ca. And we have you can call us. Our hours are 11 to 5 Tuesday to Friday and 10 to 4 on Saturday. Okay. And should I give you the phone number?
Yes, please.
519-371-4311.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we're happy to help. We're happy to advise. We're happy to help people find patterns. We help match yarn. If you're bringing yarn from like 20 years ago out of the basement and you want to finish a project, we just do anything we can to help people move forward with their projects.
So if you're looking for classes, go on your website.
Yes.
It'll have the start dates and when they are,
More
whether
details.
it's morning, evening, and they register online then?
Well, our next batch is full. Like the ones in March are full, but we're going to run another series the end of April, early into May, I think. So those have not been advertised yet. I think we're sort of waiting a little bit to see how everybody feels because everyone's a bit trepidatious about doing anything in a group at this point.
Yeah.
But our plan is to do another round of classes before the summer hits.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
So those will be on our website and in our newsletter. We have a newsletter as well.
Oh,
that you can sign up for on our website.
okay.
I think it's important, though, to come in and get the feel of this place. It's really, truly amazing.
Yeah, and touching. So many people want to touch the yarn. They want to feel the fiber, and yeah, it's a wonderful. We feel we're very lucky to be working here, and we're very lucky to have our wonderful customers. I have to say, our customers have sustained us through this whole pandemic, and we're very grateful.
Well,
I'm sure it's picked up through COVID. People have been at home, and right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, to keep busy.
To keep busy.
Keep their sanity, absolutely. I did something with a spool.
Yeah.
And I was going to ask about that up there. Those.
Sort of like this?
Yeah.
What is this?
That's a spool.
Yeah,
you
you've
wrap
got a
the
little
yarn around.
hat going
Yeah.
on.
Oh, okay.
But it's great for kids because you just hook the yarn around twice and then you use the little tool that's sitting in there as his hat to flick the lower yarn over the upper yarn, and it makes this little chain that comes out the other end.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and you can sew them together.
Yes, you can make a rug out of it.
You can
It's
make
perfect.
a rug out of it. I did that as a child.
Yes,
years
my
ago.
brother as well, years ago.
That's so cool.
A lot of fun. Anyway.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
for your
Thank you very
time
much for
today.
coming. We really appreciate it. It's lovely to have you
This
in our
is-
store.
It is beautiful here.
Yes.
The talent.
Thank you.
Thanks again. Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you both.
Very nice
Nice to
meeting
meet
you.
both of you. Yeah.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.
Yo, Uncle Phil! Glad you're safe. We'll talk later. Do you know why I'm here from Philly?
Scrapping the ball court, got nasty.
Oh, do that!
Now some bad man from Philly want to deal with you.
Came to Bel Air for a better education.
Because we owe it to him.
A real man takes responsibility for his actions. A real man knows when to make the most out of a second chance.
Bel Air, all new, Monday at 9, only on Showcase.